Here we've got a nice forehand hole, about 350 feet. Got a little slight tailwind, which helps. If you're trying to hit that left gap with the forehand, just let it come back to the right. I'll put an arrow where the basket is if you can't see it on camera, but I want to wait for these people to pass by real quick. Well, wait, let's talk about the forehand form. When I learned to throw the forehand, I come back with a background of tennis, and so the weight transfer is really easy for me. That hip rotation, and then the follow through with the elbow leading, and then the arm coming through. But recently I've been receiving some elbow pain from the way I've been throwing. So I'm wondering if perhaps I shouldn't lead with the elbow, but just maybe lose some forehand power, but just for the sake of longevity, not throwing so hard that my arm hurts. Perhaps throw more with just allowing my elbow to come with my body. I've seen Eagle McMahon throw like that because of his elbow injury. He kind of just like rotates his body around, and his body kind of acts as his elbow, and then he just flicks his wrist at the end. So I'm wondering if perhaps that's something I should learn. I don't know. I'm gonna do my normal forehand form real quick, and then I'm gonna try a couple with that shortened elbow. I guess I don't know how to explain that, but the elbow, a lot less torque on the elbow with that leading. There's a lot more power there, but there's a lot more tension onto the elbow, and that makes my arm hurt. I don't want that, so we're gonna try to figure out a couple of both throws. Anyway, here we go. So here's the normal throw. I'll throw the captain's raptor real quick. Yeah, I would say that's parked, but I can already feel it. There's a little bit of tweaking into my arm and it feels funky. Let's see. We're gonna try the lack of elbow. I don't know how it's gonna work, but we're gonna try it. Has a little bit less power. I'm gonna try to do a little bit more of a flippy disc to try to get it to glide more. Like my Champion Wraith, which is, I can kind of throw it on a hyzer, flips up a little bit, but it has pretty good stability. Plus there's a little bit of tailwind. We're gonna try the same thing. That's a lot less power than I'm used to. I'm also throwing that a bit more hyzer, but it's not flipping up like it used to. Strange. Maybe I need to throw more flat. That's probably what it is, to get more distance. Because I'm used to throwing stuff on hyzer, especially with the amount of forehand power that I can get with that elbow snap, that I'm used to stuff flipping up. So perhaps because I'm throwing it less fast, it's flipping up less. So I need to throw more flat. Perhaps even a little bit of chop. So let's give that a go. Maybe a touch of anhyzer. That was better, but my aim is really sucky. I'm having a lot less follow through, which means my disc is coming out a little early. So I'm gonna aim to the left more and see if that changes things. And that's parked. Similar shot to my first shot, but a lot less elbow pain. Anyway, I don't know where that's gonna lead, but we're gonna keep practicing that. So follow along, stay tuned. Coming up on these guys, guess what? They're literally like a yard from each other, 3 feet, maybe less. And they're basically parked. That is pretty cool. I guess I don't need all that forehand power to be able to get a hole that's about 350 feet in length. I just have to throw it a little bit differently, so definitely something I'm gonna be working on and trying to do some field work on. But I definitely want to figure out what's the most optimal way to practice / learn / play disc golf for progress. How to get better at disc golf faster, and essentially the fastest way. And perhaps actually thinking about form is going to help me figure that out. But really, this is going to be a large, overarching question that I want to answer over the course of myself getting better at disc golf, because I don't know the answer right now. But I'm hoping that over time and playing a lot of disc golf and figuring stuff out, because I've been playing for about 3-4 years now. I'm into my 4th year, I think. And I've gotten a lot better. Now that I've gotten to this 960 rated kind of self, I feel like I'm close to getting pretty good. but I just need a lot of things to fall into place. And a lot of those things take time and effort, like my putting and my throwing, accuracy, aim, all of those things. And it's kind of difficult to do all those things, especially with the limited amount of time that I have. So I want to optimize those things. Anyway, I'm gonna try to use my new form, my new elbow kind of closer. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Tucked in elbow. Because whenever I normally throw a forehand, my elbow is way out here, and I'm throwing a forehand with my elbow, which is right here, like kind of extended from my body. And I'm like, which I get a ton of power from. I'll try to insert a video of myself throwing full force with that form. Not right now, but just a past video. But maybe perhaps if I tuck in my elbow, the rotational force, the torque, will be eased up on the elbow. At least that's the goal. If you're a much smarter person than I am and you already know the answer, please leave it in the comments below, because I would like to know. Anyway, here's my wraith with the elbow tucked in. First off, the shot was epic, but it barely missed trees, and it wasn't where I was aiming whatsoever. I was trying to aim between that left tree and the, like, kind of the gap through the middle. I don't know if y'all can see it on camera. I'll probably paint it something, but I completely whiffed. So now I'm gonna throw perhaps 4 or 5 shots and try to dial in this tucked in elbow forehand form. Let's see. I hit my line that time, but it felt strange. And perhaps throwing a couple isn't a real testament to if it actually hurts my elbow or not. We'll see. I'm gonna throw a normal one and see if that actually changes anything. Yeah, that one definitely has more torque on the elbow. That's for sure. Okay. Oh, that was such a good shot. And I kind of like that. I was able to hit my line pretty good. That one was crushed. But unfortunately, my elbow still kind of hurts. So I'm wondering if perhaps it has not much to do with the type of form of throw that I'm doing. It's just the fact that throwing forehands is gonna hurt. I don't know. It does hurt less than when I throw full form or a full rip with the elbow extended. So perhaps there's something to it. I don't know. Need more research.